We've got a house full of half-finished projects, and what's Daz doing? Starting another one. Gates, apparently. Here he goes, digging holes and oozing optimism. Well, good luck to him.
Yep, let's get it done, eh?
Another project, Daz. You still haven't finished the living room? Remember the floating shelf and the LEDs on the stair treads? Our bedroom has no wall linings, letting mice in. And now you're talking gates?
This time it's different. This one's going to be beautiful. Steel, symmetry, horizontal timber battens. It'll open inwards and outwards. It'll swing and latch like a dream.
You said that about the wooden gates you built on the other side of the house, and that jams every winter.
She's right, the wooden gates jam. That's why these ones will be steel. She doesn't believe in me, but you will, because this is where the dream starts. Right here, with the plans, a pile of steel, and holes in the ground. Let's get it done, eh? I'm starting the project here, digging 2 holes for my steel posts to go in to support my gates. I'm using a crowbar, or whatever you call it, wrecking bar, pinch bar, or a jimmy to get the pavers out. I'm pretty sure there are no pipes or wires where I want to put these posts, but you never know, so always dig carefully. I've already dug at least 20 post holes on my property, and it's always hard work with the clay and stones. The ground under the paved driveway was no different, and there was also a little concrete at the edge holding the pavers in place.
Stop! Hammer time!
So I decided to use my jackhammer to help, as I've got one from a previous project, so why not? You can also buy large wrecking bars for this purpose and do the process manually.
Did I hear you break something?
Yeah, I broke the spade handle. In my defense, it was pretty old and weathered, but I wasn't using it how you should. I was using it a little bit more like a lever than just stabbing it into the ground. Check out my video on the cheapest way to repair the handle on my channel. I'll throw a link in the description and comments.
Mate, you're dreaming!
I'm digging the holes first for 2 reasons. One, I want to make sure I can put the posts here before I make the gates, as if I hit something digging the holes and I have to relocate them slightly, it will change the width of my gates as my house and fence are not parallel. And 2, this is the most physical and least exciting part of the project. So I always like to do these jobs sooner rather than later, as I feel it gives the project momentum and motivation and stops you avoiding this job later on.
Oh my god, have you finished yet? Was that the wheelbarrow breaking?
Yeah, I broke the wheelbarrow too, so I have replaced it with a gruntier, more heavy-duty version that I probably should have just bought in the first place.
Stop! Hammer time!
Oh my god, Des, seriously, aren't you finished yet? Can you get a wriggle on?
I always like to spend a bit of time on the planning of a project. For these gates, I sketched them out roughly on a piece of paper, deciding what materials I would use. Then drew it in 3D on a computer program. I hemmed and hawed about the dimensions of the steel, as I have no idea, and ended up just choosing thicker steel than I likely needed to avoid any sagging. I find it super valuable to spend some time planning, working out all the materials I'm going to need, how much steel, what sizes, how much timber, what sizes, how many screws, and what hinges. And then I like to purchase everything I need before I get stuck in. This way I avoid stops and starts on my project, constantly heading off in the middle of the weekend to the hardware store for more supplies. That's it. Holes are dug, final measurements are made. Next up, I'm going to start cutting up the steel. I've got a clever hack for removing the mill scale off the steel, and I'll fire up the welder and get started fabricating.
Coming up next on Daz's Delusional DIY, sparks, steel, and stuff-ups.
Ease up, I know what I'm doing.
You're right, that's why you broke the spade and the wheelbarrow, eh?